The second one, before I take your questions, how do I know if my business model is even profitable? A lot of people listening to me right now, I can tell you this is a major concern. This is a what? A major concern. I have seen people running business and the business they are running is not profitable. I have seen this over and over again. But listen carefully to what I have to say. That you were looking for a job, you did not get a job, and a brother or cousin just told you that you have to create one and you start. That does not mean that you're a business person. Some of you listening to me right now, you are an entrepreneur. You have not learned how to run a business. You have not learned how to run a business. So what do you need to put in place? There are about 22 to 27 business model, or I call it revenue model, that you can use to make money. But you must have the breakdown. That you make money does not mean some people can have a profitable product, listen carefully, but a bad business. The business, they are making money when they sell the product, but overall, their business is not doing well. So they used to use the head that because I am selling one product, I sell this plastic for $2 and my profit is 50 cents or $1. Let's say my profit is $1. You can have a profitable product and not have a profitable business. So you are the one to now ask yourself, what are the things that is making my business not profitable? It could be your overhead cost. So the first thing you want to do is to track all costs versus revenue. Track all costs, sorry. Yes. Versus what? Revenue. What does that mean? When it comes to costs, you must know that there are variable costs and there are constant costs. Variable costs and there are constant costs. There's some of us listening to us that some of the costs that you have, by the time the revenue comes in, you are not making any profits because of other costs. So you are the one to now break it down and list every cost. So let me give you an example. Cost of the products, cost of delivering the products. Are you seeing that now? Cost of marketing the products, cost of the internet, every other item required for the product, cost of office, cost of salary, cost of. So this is the way to list every cost that you have against your revenue. So if your fixed cost and your variable cost, you don't capture it well, you are going to be thinking you are making money and you will not make money. So your variable cost, the way it will be, a lot of you don't even list it, you don't know it, because your goal is on the fixed cost. What is your fixed cost? For example, your rent. If you have an office, your rent, Your rent could be your fixed cost. Your rent is your fixed cost. But a lot of variable costs can come in and it will be eating your revenue. So what I tell people to do is list every cost and group it. Product cost, business cost. Product cost, business cost. So when you now make a sale of 1 million naira, what you sold, what is the cost of what you sold? So they call it cost of goods sold. Then you now ask, what are other costs that is around it? Once you do that, then you now remove everything from your revenue. Are you seeing that now? So that is why it is called gross profit minus your fixed cost. That will give you your net profits. So the cost of products, you remove it from your revenue. Are you seeing that now? When you now get the gross profit from the product, you will now say, what are other expenses that I need to remove from that money? That's when you can now get net profit. That is how you have to break it down. Number two, oh, come on, guys. If you are learning, type in I'm learning. Joan says, yeah, that's it. Oh, Elijah, variable costs. Yes, variable and fixed costs. Yes. If you are learning, type in I'm learning. Another thing I've discovered over the years is that a lot of people do not have or know or check their margin. You have to check your margin. You have to check your margin. How much is the profit? You must know. If your margin are very, very tiny, there's traffic. That's why I don't start a business that does not have good margin. It's not business. I'll rather sleep, be sleeping and waking up. Are you saying that? I want to see good margin. Good margin. The margin is what will propel me to be able to tell that this business is worth my time. We're launching a subsidiary in October 1st. And I've been on that project since last year. And the margin on this project, on this product, is about 60%. 60 to 70%. 60 to 70% of my capital. More, that is business. And the overhead cost is so small, that is business. For some of you, your margin is just 20%, and the 20%, you have a lot of overhead costs. That's not business. If I analyze some of you that are listening to me, if I analyze your business, you need to shut it down. Because you can never make profit from it. And it's not your fault. It is because you started anyhow. And when you start anyhow, you cannot continue anyhow. You cannot continue anyhow. You have to sit down and break the margin out. A lady told me one time she's into pastries, and I said, sister, this pastry business, you see, she was even dragging price with me. I said, better go and shut it down. Can you sit down and tell me, if you sell 10 donuts, how much is your profit? He said it's very, very small. I will not be able to calculate it. I said, that's not business. That's not business. You must be able to say, if I use one plastic of flour, half sugar plastic, half this, half this, half that, I can use to create 10 donuts, and this 10 donuts is 10,000 naira. The summation of everything I've used to produce it is 6,000 naira. Then your profit is 3,000 naira, 4,000 naira. You must know that margin. You must sit down to know that margin. If you don't know that margin, I tell you, you are running a charity. You'll be using your blood and your sweat, and it will be tiring. Number three, monitor your cash flow. Me, at the level I've gotten to, I check my bank statement almost every three hours. My system is wired. I check. The only time I don't check is if I am away from the office. I am busy with other things. But if I'm in the office, if I finish 2 meetings, I'll check again. I'm calling the accountant. What are you going to do? What are you going to do on this? What are you going to do on that? I'm calling the marketing team. What's up? What are we doing next? I'm monitoring it. Because some of you are waiting for the end of the month. That's when you want to talk. But it's already late. Whereas you should understand that when it comes to business, what you do daily equals to what you will get weekly. What you do weekly equals to what you will get monthly. But you are waiting for the month. No, wait. Go to the time, go to the 1 hour, go to daily, go to weekly, and project. If profit is inconsistent, fixed pricing or cost. Yes. If your profit is inconsistent, fix your pricing. Or you work on your cost. You work on your cost. The reason some of these big companies, are declaring profit is because some of them are not even using the original original products that they are meant to be using. And now when I talk about these FMG products, and people are complaining every time. But the truth is, if they create the real product they should be creating, the profit margin will not even be there again. I've seen business owners shut down. They say, no, my own business is no salt. How did they used to put it? There's a name they used to put it. My wife, I'm not in the house. My wife would have reminded me. They say, this business, I want to do pure vegetables or pure fruit or pure this thing. By the time they go into the business, they see the reason why the other companies are not doing what they are doing. So it takes a high level of discipline, working on your cost and your pricing. So it is better you sell expensive. You must know that the type of product you are selling, the kind of product you're selling is not for every customer. Yes, it's not for every customer. When I started our real estate subsidiary, I wanted everybody to have land. That was it. By the time I understood the business, I rearranged it because everybody cannot be wealthy. Everybody cannot be wealthy because to become wealthy is expensive. It's expensive. And when I mean expensive, it's not only money. To be disciplined is expensive. To be consistent is expensive. To be disciplined is expensive. So I just realized that there are some variable costs and there are some fixed costs when it comes to wealth creation. But when I first started, I wanted everybody. Guys, you must know, especially if it is a business. If it is a business, you must know. You must know. Okay. So before I go to the number 13, I'll take 2 questions from us. Then I'll come back to my own question. Are we learning? Am I challenging you today, Sonwo? Am I challenging you?